Good evening and welcome in to the evening edition of From Day One. Auditors, substance, and Karens are with us, and we'll start with a frauditor getting arrested in under 3 minutes. Why? Because auditors are stupid, so we might as well arrest them quickly. No reason to, muck around.
His name was Chad.
Yeah, you're an idiot. Alright, let's begin.
Welcome back, everybody. In today's video, we have a frauditor that manages to get himself arrested within 2 minutes of starting his audit. Yeah, that must be a world record. So enjoy the video.
I gave him 3, but okay.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Oh, the cap's already there parked. This ought to be good.
No, just checking out your vehicles.
Well, thanks. They're pretty cool, aren't they?
So far,
Yeah.
I don't see no thin blue line on them.
I'm sorry?
I don't see no thin blue line on them, so far you guys are good.
Okay. You have a driver's license with you? Or an ID?
What would you need that for?
Because you're on private property.
Okay, then I'll leave.
Well, I'm going to check your ID first.
No, you're not.
Sir, you're on private property.
Yeah, and you asking me to leave?
No,
Are you asking me to leave?
I'm asking to identify you.
No, I'm not identifying.
Well, I'll tell you what, when you get dragged to the police station and they fingerprint you, you'll have no choice but to identify, because for sure you have a record and they'll easily find you in their system.
The lazy folks usually the business.
Sir, I'm going to ask you one more time.
I don't care how many times you ask me.
I'm going to ask you one more
I don't care how many times you ask me.
Please give me your driver's license.
I ain't showing you nothing.
While
Nope.
you're on private property.
No, you asking me to leave?
Dude, it's too
If
late
you're
for
asking
that,
me to
dear.
leave, I will
I'll
leave.
tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and detain you.
I'll tell you what I'll do. Here, you see these handcuffs? You get to wear these.
Go ahead and put your camera
You can detain me without putting cuffs on me.
No,
Put your
You can detain me without putting cuffs on me.
Sir, I'll
no, I'm putting handcuffs on you.
So far,
take your...
if you're asking me to leave, I will leave.
We're
Are you
past,
asking me to leave?
we
I'm
are
You're not
past
gonna
that point.
identify nothing.
Oh, yeah?
First Amendment right.
You're on private
Constitution. And if you
Dude, if you can't even pronounce amendment, you don't get to claim it. It's not amendment. Or whatever you said. Let's go back and see. What did you say?
me to leave,
I'm going to identify you.
you're not gonna identify nothing.
Oh, yeah?
First Amendment right.
Amendment.
You're on private
Constitution. And if you're asking me to leave, I will leave.
private property.
It's a little bit late for that, buddy. If you have nothing to hide, you're better to just show your ID before you get an additional charge of resisting arrest.
Correctament.
And if you're asking me to leave,
Okay.
don't touch me. Don't touch
I
me.
can touch you.
Touch
Don't
him.
touch me. Don't touch me.
Touch him.
Don't touch me. It'll be a
Touch him.
violation, and I will have your badge.
Touch him.
Identify yourself.
I am
Touch him.
Lieutenant Mark LeHue, badge number
Yeah.
302.
And if
Hey,
you're
Foxy, touch him.
If you're asking me to leave,
Cute
I will
doggy
leave.
we have here.
I'm asking to identify you.
Tell him, Foxy,
You're not
touch him.
identifying.
Please give me your name.
Nope.
All right.
Don't touch me.
Go ahead and turn around.
Touch him.
You ain't got to be rough. Don't be rough. I'm telling you.
Well, that was pretty impressive. It only took 2.5 minutes from the first contact with the officer to him ending up in handcuffs. In a perfect world, every
gosh.
single audit would end up exactly like this.
You got some more good stuff?
Moving on to the next clip.
You do
we
have more
have
good stuff.
Craig and Ty are defending their stance on how they're not lying about fabricating an arrest to e-beg. And to give them credit, they do show evidence. But that doesn't mean that they're not e-begging. Check it out.
E-beggar.
Oh, snap. What's up, Playboy? What's up, Playboy?
What's up, beggar?
Don't stop. We don't stop. Now, I know we're having this live just last second, but it's really to address the haters. I see you, Durand. Maybe you can come up here, man, in a little bit. We'll drop the link. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of haters out there. They're trying to get us to stop. And we just want to let y'all know that ain't happening. Never. Because we don't stop.
Because you couldn't make $1 if you did.
But,
So here's the thing. These guys are so unoriginal that they can't even come up with their own tagline. You may or may not know, but Chili's tagline is "We don't stop." And he keeps saying that over and over, and that's the centerpiece of his brand. And these guys feel that they need to steal that because they can't come up with something original.
Basically, yeah. I mean, we're here to talk about, I titled this talking about arrest and whatnot, so and we're not gonna go over all of the details basically, but we're gonna kind of give you guys a broad outline of what happened there. So basically, we were just recording in public. There was no trespassing signs in the area, and they came over and arrested us, said we were trespassing. Then they added on a charge of intimidation. Now, an update is that we actually haven't been formally charged yet. Now, I actually have. Let's see. I'm going to upload this to the drive so that we can show you all. But we do actually have. See, I'm so bad with paperwork. That's why pretty much the extent of my paperwork is filling it out and giving it to government employees so that they can give me my, my records that I want. But I do have paperwork still, and we're going to show that to y'all. Let's see here.
Yeah, I'm not sure how long it can take for them to put that up.
Alright, sorry, I'm going to have to interrupt that for just a moment. Severe tornado warning has just been issued for GC Centraland here. I'm going to continue with this show as long as I can. If, however, we do get cut short, who knows, I might be riding back to Oz. But in the meantime, back to our show.
We have charges against us. I'm not sure if there's like a statute of limitations for that or not.
I think it's like 2 years.
2 years?
I think 2.5 years.
Charges?
Yeah.
Wow.
If they want to, yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy. But yeah, guys, we're going to get the proof that at least that I bonded Ty out of jail. And, I mean, y'all watch our videos. Ty ain't going to jail unless I'm going to jail as well.
This just proves my point that frauditing the way he does it is not sustainable. He's just going to land himself in jail, and eventually the judge will be really tired of his nonsense and will give him a few years in prison.
Yeah. I mean, and guys, also, I mean, there's always going to be people out there that doubt us, and say, well, you were lying to try to get money. Like, really, we aren't keeping any of the money that anybody sent us. We are, I mean, let's face it, it's expensive to do this kind of shit. Like, not only do you spend nowadays about $80 a day trying to drive somewhere, but, and then when this kind of crap happens, lawyers ain't cheap. So, I mean, they all act like we're just trying to get money out of people and shit. Like, really, I mean, I'm making about the same after all this nonsense gets done as I was at my brick factory job. I just do this because I have a lot more fun with it.
I can tell you for a fact that that is not accurate, because since he's been on YouTube, it would be a safe estimate that he's made at least $15,000 in the last 6 months. And I don't think his factory job was paying that much, because let's face it, Craig has a long criminal record. He has no education, he doesn't have any skills, so he's not really employable.
So, it is what it is, though. People are going to try to hate. They're going to try to say this and that, but the fact of the matter is, we don't stop. No matter what they say, we just don't stop.
Nope.
I have this thing, it's like a thing in my heart, and I just don't stop. I can't stop. So, he said, Steve says his girlfriend goes to jail with him also. Do you mean that when you go to jail, you always make sure that your girl also gets charges?
Yep, that sounds like something a frauder or bootlicker would do. Always make sure to bring your loved ones in the gutter with you. That's how they think.
me, how can I donate? I mean, you could send a super chat, but YouTube takes 33% of that. So if you would like to donate, we can, in our Cash App, we'll just pin our Cash App. But, anyways, guys, hey, Snagwolf, no, man, you're obviously a member, man. You're helping us out already, and I mean, any help that we get, we appreciate. Right now, we don't have, we don't have a need to hire a criminal lawyer, so we're looking at a civil lawyer right now because, obviously, we're not going to hire the civil lawyer the criminal lawyer until we get criminal charges pressed. So we'll do that when it's necessary.
Oh, okay. So the other day you were e-begging because you needed to hire a criminal lawyer, but now you don't need to hire that lawyer anymore. Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense.
I hope that you all are ready to see it. $10 from me. Thank you, man. How much do I need to lawyer up, man? You know what? That's all. That all depends on how much a lawyer is going to cost us. But thank you so much, me. I appreciate that. I saw AFA in the chat. How's it going, AFA? Glad to see you here. We're going to show you guys what's up with this here. Anybody, my man. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. Let's see here. If you send 1,000, make sure it goes to the Cash App because screw YouTube getting 333.
Yeah.
Wow, so they're expecting their subscribers to send them
$1,000? Are they fucking insane?
It's crazy. These frauditor bootlickers are completely nuts and giving their hard-earned money to some complete idiots. I guess they don't really need their money that much if they're willing to support Craig.
But, alright, guys, so as you can see,
this kid will take that 1,000 then.
Bond.
We'll use it to actually make new technology so we can
This is Ty. I hate to dox you, Ty, but
You're fine, man.
this is the proof here. And then it's hard to see it because of the zoom, but we're gonna zoom out so that you guys can see it a little bit better. But obviously there's no case assigned, so we haven't been formally charged as of yet. Now that can happen any day. Either way, the civil lawsuit is gonna happen. Now, this happened on June 27th, 2022. That's the same day that we made that live stream. So you guys know that we're not just spewing nonsense out here. But this is
Let's not get carried away. Obviously, you are spewing nonsense. That's what your whole channel is about. But I'll give it to you. You weren't lying about being arrested.
Honestly, I got crappy spaghetti, dude. It was, dude. Spaghetti, bread. Spaghetti, bread, and some lettuce. I mean, it was poor. It was piss poor. I want to say Super White Privilege just gave us $1, man. Thank you. Anything helps. I appreciate that, Super White Privilege. But yeah, Duran, how's it going, man? What have you been up to?
Now I understand what kind of supporters support Craig. It's all people that love his wig and that want to get into wearing wigs themselves, and that's why they're supporting him.
Man, just working, dude. Working and watching YouTube videos.
Yeah, that's the life, really, man. That's really...
Yeah. Not up to shit, man. I went golfing yesterday. That was about it.
All right, I'm going to spare you from the rest of the live stream because, to be honest, the only thing that happened is all these people stroking each other's egos for the next 40 minutes. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.
Thank you very much. We love you very much. All right, let's see what else we got. Well, I'm keeping an eye on the potential weather outside. Alright, Dr. Dave, are you there?
Okay, now
Thanks! Today's video takes us to our nation's capital, Washington, D.C.,
Okay.
where we find Will Turdbutt, also known as
Whisk Boy.
Whiskey
walks
Boy.
around the grounds and demands names and badge numbers. Well, this Capitol Police officer doesn't feel like he needs to give that. He says it's right here. Will Turtbutt takes exception to that, and he wants to supervise it. But he still doesn't get the name and badge number of the officer. Oh, dearie me. Oh, dearie me. Sit back, watch, relax, and
Enjoy.
enjoy.
Alright, let's see what the blurb is on this one. Frauditor, aka Whisk Boy, demands name of Capitol Police officer but gets nothing. Ha ha ha. The poor lad requested a supervisor but still doesn't get the information he was demanding. Enjoy. And now back to the fun.
For what? For what? Yeah. Can we see that, please? It's the First Amendment, sir. I haven't been following you, sir. It's fine. It's legal. Yeah? Oh, I got it. Word. Hey, man, I gotta go. I'll let you get your Mac on. What's the Third Amendment?
And yes, folks, this is the asshole who continues to swear that everybody needs to know the one amendment that hasn't been used in over 250 fucking years. The bloody Third Amendment, which hasn't been used since the time that the English had been in North America. Alright, my apologies, guys. I actually had a tree that just crashed a little bit outside the house. I thought it might have been that tornado, so I was checking real quick. But since we're still alive and the electricity is still flowing, let's get back to the content with Will Turtbutt, aka Whisk Boy.
To the Constitution, remember you took the oath, right? Do you recall?
Did I take an oath? Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember the Third Amendment? Appreciate it. And badge number?
Oh, by the way, the quote-unquote Third Amendment he's referring to is the ability that you do not have to quarter soldiers in your own home during peacetime. And it was basically to make sure that you didn't have to go ahead and give house, home, and food to like British soldiers that were marching through the countryside.
Do I have a badge number?
Name and badge number?
My name's right here.
Would you tell that to a judge if you're in front of a judge? You say it's right here. If you're standing in front of a judge, I'm actually higher than a judge. I'm your boss.
Now, I might believe that you're higher than a judge in one way, and one way only. I might believe that you're higher on drugs than a judge right now. That I potentially could believe. I could believe you're more whacked out on drugs than a judge. That's believable. You saying you're higher than judge in any other reason? No, definitely not believable.
This is the idiot behind the camera. This is Whisk Boy. Why do I call him Whisk Boy? Because he carries around a whisk, an egg beater, if you will, and he thinks it's a microphone. He calls himself a fake mic real news, as in fake microphone. Yeah. The boy's a buffoon, and that's the good part. Calling him a buffoon really does disservice to buffoons, but that's what we're going to call him, a buffoon. Now, he likes to hang out with Ass Elmo. They broke up for a little while Ass Elmo had a love affair with Heather Ray. It appears that love affair is now over. Yeah, they stopped posting videos, and it appears as though Whisk Boy and Ass Elmo are once again good buddies.
Ah, Miss Guacamole got wise that the guy was a fucking creep. Got it.
So we can look forward to more of their nonsense. How lovely is that?
Very good. Yes, thanks. What's your name and badge number? Would you tell that to autistic neurodiverse people? You have such contempt for people that you just point to it. You can't. I thought you're supposed to protect with pride, conserve with pride. Are you not proud of your name? I mean, I wouldn't be proud.
Just one very quick second again, folks. Alrighty, 1-0 victory to us. Back to Whisk Boy.
Proud if I were you. You don't even read documents you took an oath to. You don't even know it. People gave their lives for the Bill of Rights, and you oath-breaking loser didn't even read it. Name and badge number. I'm gonna give you one more chance. Name and badge number.
My name is right there.
How do you say your name?
You tell me how I say it.
What's your name?
What's your name?
I'm not answering questions.
Me neither.
Okay, it's your policy to identify yourself. Capitol Police.
And I am identified.
No, you're not. Right here is not an identification. What is your name and your badge number? Name and badge.
You don't need it.
Yes, I do. It's your policy to identify yourself.
You're right.
Call your supervisor. I want a supervisor. I want a supervisor.
Listen to Whisk Boy. He's having a temper tantrum. He's a grown man. He's probably
a
standing
crybaby.
there, stomping his feet and throwing his hands in the air. Get me a supervisor. What's your name? What's your badge number? Is that what you tell the judge? Can't you just picture that? A grown man having a full-blown temper tantrum like a 2-year-old child?
Mama, what pacifier?
Well, I'll tell you what, these frauditors are like 2-year-old toddlers. Yeah, they've never matured past that level. That's why they do what they do. And that's what they say at the end of every bid. That's why we do what we do. Yeah, because you're an idiot. That's why. You can't help yourself. You just can't help yourself, can you, sweetheart?
I want a super. Call him right now. That's your policy too. Yes, I do. Yep, thanks. So it's a joke. They just hang around all day, wasting our tax money. They don't even know. Come on, buddy. What's the name badge?
Here you go, sir.
I need a this gentleman's name?
Yeah, his name right there is on the uniform. That's his correct name.
That's his correct name?
Yeah, absolutely. I've known him for a few years.
I need him to identify. There are people in the United States. I'm not sure if you're aware. One, it's your policy to identify yourself. Two, there are people that are neurodiverse, right? And
so what are you trying to tell us, Will? Are you neurodiverse? Is it the fact that you just can't understand anything? Is it because you possibly didn't finish school and you don't understand plain English? Or what is it? Speak up, boy. Tell us what your problem is. You just want the public servant, quote unquote, to bow down to you because you pay him and you're his boss. Is that what it is, Will? Yeah. Well, anyway, you're not going to get what you want, and you're going to leave, and you're still going to be a mad little boy.
By saying it's right here.
Okay.
That's also. I'm still speaking, sir.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. It's also your duty to serve with pride. He's not telling me his name, and by saying it's right here, that's talking down to somebody, right? And that is not serving with pride. That's not even being bare minimum cordial. I just want this gentleman to state his name for the record here, and I'll be on my way.
I understand that. I mean, I can tell you his name is Scott Schneider. He's worked on this department for, I don't know, 20 years.
Is there a special problem that he is not allowed to identify himself? Why is he not allowed to identify himself, but others must?
So, I mean, he is allowed to identify himself.
But he's just choosing not to.
I'm just trying to understand, like, I'm just trying to get the context of what got to this point, because you appear to be agitated.
Yes, sir. Yes.
What got us here?
Well, what got
us here is he's an asshole.
No, there's no underlying issue. This is the issue. When I'm about to leave, right, and someone says it's right here, right, you would never do that to a judge, right?
Well, now
you're not a judge.
There's only one problem, boy. You're not a judge.
Thank you.
Yeah, Will thinks he's a judge now. Oh, that's a major issue. When you think you're a judge, yeah.
But you're not.
Wouldn't
You're
that be
no
something
judge.
if Will Turdbutt was a judge? Oh, man, I don't even want to think about that. My head is starting to really hurt.
Yeah, your head would hurt hard.
But you see how many more cops just came out of the building? Look how many more cops came out. Watch.
If you guys were out in front of a judge, you know that damn well. You would have never say, if you were over there, raise your arm, it's right here. It would never happen, right? This person is supposed to show every single person the same level of respect. You guys can go ahead and do the walk of shame. The same level of respect as everybody else, right? And not even just that level of respect, just not disdain, right? Your name and badge number, sir?
Mine?
Yes, sir.
John Hirsch.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Was that so difficult?
So we don't use badge numbers, we use ID numbers.
I appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
Well, there you have it, folks. Old Wistboy demanded the name of that officer and never got it. Oh, he got the name of the supervisor.
The supervisor.
The officer he wanted.
All right, thank you, Dr. Dave. All righty, Regical, my man. Is the campfire ready? Because we need to roast ourselves some, frauditors. All right, let's roast.
Well, this better be good.
Yeah, I agree. It better be good. We haven't been back with you in a while, Regical. Better be good.
What are those noises he's making?
That's what I was going to ask you. Well, good at you if you can't answer.
Hi, officer. How's it going?
Good. Mind rolling down the window so we can talk?
I can hear you.
Okay, but we're going to start it this way. License and registrations, you're being investigated for excessive speeding. I had you at 144 kilometers an hour in a 100 zone. Plus, you are passing on a double solid line. License and registration.
What's your name and badge number?
License and registration, or else I'm going to be detaining you for obstruction.
I guess this has all the telltale signs of being good. Imagine how he was driving with the cop being this pissed.
I'll get that for you. Don't worry. I just want your name and badge number.
Step out of your vehicle, please.
Why?
Step out of your vehicle. You're being detained right now for obstruction.
I'm going to give you the information you want.
I asked you to step out of your vehicle.
I need a supervisor, please.
Step out of your vehicle.
I'm scared.
No, you're not scared. You're dumb. being presented with something that requires braining, that's the part you're scared of. So technically you're scared of dipshittery, not the situation at hand here, because it's really clear. Get out of the car. Maybe you need to make more weird noises. What the fuck was that? Sounded like you were shitting yourself. Oh, maybe he is scared of shitting himself. Maybe that's why he was speeding, you're not trying to get to the bathroom. What the hell, man? Well, guess what would help in this situation? Complying to the officer. We'll get you home sooner. But no, we gotta do the sovereign citizen script. Well, let's see how that shits itself out.
Step out of your vehicle now, please.
I need a supervisor.
Right now, you are being detained.
I will comply with everyone.
Sir, please step out of your vehicle.
I will give you my license and registration.
Sir, I've asked you to step out of your vehicle. You're being detained.
Get the fuck out of the car.
What purpose are you stepping out of my vehicle for? You utter son of a...
Yeah, he doesn't know how to do the wordy bit. There goes the wordy bit basket.
Purpose.
Sir, you've been detained right now for obstructing a police officer. I need you to step out of your vehicle.
I'm worried. I need a supervisor.
You need a brain. Fortunately, God is out of those right now. Because you said, no, I wanted to train. Oh, now that's not cool. James Conn passed away today.
I need a supervisor, please.
Sorry,
What
Reggie.
actual...
Yeah.
Supervisor, please? He must be doing it appropriate.
How many of those wordy buckets you got? That's two we blown up.
Yep. So, sir, I just have something to read to you.
Yeah.
I just have something to read to you for the driving behavior.
Vicky?
So, sir, in accordance with the provision of the Criminal Code and lawful execution of my duty, you're required to provide a sample of your breath into an approved...
Yeah, we think you're drunk now.
operating motor vehicle. I hereby demand that you provide a sample of your breath immediately, suitable for analysis using an approved screening device, and to accompany me for the purpose of enabling such samples to be taken. Do you understand?
What crime have I committed?
Pardon me?
What crime have I committed?
Sir, do you understand that? I
No,
just
he's
request you
not
do a mandatory
stupid.
breath sample. Do you understand?
I swear, if this fucker's gonna say I don't answer questions...
I don't answer questions,
I need you to step out of your vehicle.
Yeah, take a punch. You got it. Oh, face palm cannon. Even better. You got it, Roger
When your supervisor gets here, I will comply.
Pardon me?
When your supervisor gets here, I will comply.
Sir, that's not the question. You'd have to comply right now. You've just been advised to do a mandatory breath sample. Or are you going to step out of the vehicle and comply?
I need a supervisor.
Of course he would say, are you a supervisor? For fuck's sake, man.
Yep, take a punch.
If you do not comply, the punishment for not complying is the same as if you provide a sample and you blow over. Do you understand?
I will provide a sample. I'm not drunk.
Then you need to step out of your vehicle right now, sir.
I'm worried for my safety. I need a supervisor.
Sir, you're not.
Yes, I am.
So, just so you know, if you do not step out of your vehicle and comply, that is going to be a refusal.
I am complying with you. I don't understand why you let me out of the vehicle. The only reason I am worried about getting out of my vehicle.
I mean, can you really blame the lad? We've established that he needs to go to the pooping chamber and, probably doesn't want to get out of the car for that particular reason, because shit happens.
Good answer, Regical. Oh yeah, that also happened today.
Sir, I need you to...
I want to help you.
The running and the Regicals, they can the bolts.
But I don't want to step out of my vehicle.
That is not the option. The option is to step out of
Well,
the vehicle.
I need a supervisor then, so I can get a second opinion.
Sir, I need you to step out of the vehicle right
Sir,
now, please.
you don't have a
You
second
need a
opinion.
second opinion, do you? You, sir, are an utter dick flute, just trying to pretend he's helpful while not being helpful. Was that helpful?
Yes.
I will give you a breath sample. I will give you my ID. I will give you my insurance.
Sir, that is not how this works.
I do not want to step out of my vehicle.
Sir, we do not work on your timeline and what you want. You've been detained right now for obstruction. Plus, you've been detained for fail to provide a sample.
I will give you the sample.
You have to do it immediately, which means
Then
forthwith
give it to
right
me and
now.
I'll give it to you. I'll do it through the window.
Sir, if you do not step out right now, it's going to be a refusal We're not doing that at a later date.
I will do it right now. Give it to me.
Pardon me?
I will do it right now. Give it to me.
I need you to step out of the vehicle for such samples to be taken.
I don't want to step out of my vehicle.
Then that is going to be a refusal. So now you're being detained for a refusal of arrest.
Well, you guys are such tyrants, man. Give me the sample.
Get your phone on top of there, please.
Oh, look at he got out of the car.
They're such tyrants, aren't they? Dragging you out of the... Oh, wait, you actually stepped out of the... Wait,
yeah.
What happens? There's a script. I don't know what to do. It's probably the first time that ever happened that a sovereign citizen, gets out of the car voluntarily because, oh dear, those tyrants. What the actual hell's going on here?
He stepped out of his own accord. You don't have the excuse.
I want to be on camera. Sir? I want to record this, that's all. I just want to record
Hands behind your back, please. You're being detained. For my safety and yours.
Sure. Just stay in front of my camera, please.
Sir, over here, please.
I want to stay by my camera for my safety. I don't want to go away from my camera.
Sir, let go with your own hands.
Sorry.
Over here, please. You're going back with me, sir.
Hey, sovereign citizen, pro tip. Next time get a body cam, you dick flute. I wonder what's going to happen now.
He's going to be a dick flute.
Don't you dare moo at me.
Moo. Hey, I'll moo at you. Moo! See?
Damn it, cow. How the hell did you get there anyway?
Tell him, Rancher Cow.
For fuck's sake, man. You see what I'm supposed to work with?
Fast forwarding the epic content here. Dead air epic content. More dead air epic content. Oh my god, fast forwarding at ludicrous speed. Okay, double ludicrous speed.
Sometimes I really do love... Ah! Why'd you get back here? I was gonna say I love me some time
lapses. That's because Rancher Cow can travel through space and time.
Don't you, cow? Holy cow.
Yes, he is holy. Get it right.
Interesting. Dinged up car. MHA. That might be, I don't know. It's a little oh shit.
He has some history out of the lower mainland, but it's old, like pirates missing, things like that. He's got very few entries.
Oh, hey, look at those tyrants actually respecting this lad's privacy. Those evil people. Anyway, I think we still have one thing left to see.
Ooh, good punch.
Always satisfying, isn't it? And on that impacting note, remember to pick up the bell and all.
Thank you. You got anything else? Oh, you do.
Hold up just 1 minute. Why is that cop so tiny?
They come in that sizes, Rancher Cow.
I am out of the roadway. I've never been in your roadway.
Okay, and I'm just letting you know and advising you, you have to stay out of the roadway.
And don't eat yellow snow. Don't run with scissors. I got it.
Okay.
Too bad you probably didn't eat much yellow snow.
Seriously, why is that cop so tiny? She's adorable. Can we keep her?
Can we keep her?
How am I harassing people? I'm standing right here waving as people wave at me.
All right, just as an FYI, he has a suck my dick sign. Dick Flute's gonna Dick Flute, and I have no idea. Why would you have a sign like that? You're just out to cause trouble, aren't you? It's my freedom of speech.
Of course he is.
Grow the fuck up, little man. Little man. I mean the guy with sign. Not the
You're gonna have to take a punch for that one. There you go.
That's constitutionally protected free speech communication waving back between citizens. Hey, I haven't broken a single law, and you're trying to infringe on my First Amendment rights?
You have the freedom of expression. I'm not saying anything on your sign. You're allowed to have the sign. You're allowed to wear that hat next to you. You're allowed to say and wave to people. I'm telling you, somebody communicated to us, and
I don't care. I do not care.
For fuck's sake, man, can you just, listen to him and let him finish a freaking sentence? I'm starting to wonder, did he call the cops on himself, so he can have this little sad video? He's a really sad lad, isn't he? I just noticed this is Mr. Porter. Turns out I have 2 other videos where he's walking around with signs being useless. So this is his life. Oh dear.
you to care. I'm just explaining.
I don't care. Why are you telling me?
So you understand.
Well, you can leave. Obviously, I'm not doing anything but standing here holding a sign that pisses off certain snowflakes. You're allowed to stand here. I am too. I'm not going to conversate with you anymore. Have a good day.
Imagine that, a grown-ass man using snowflake in real life. This is not only a sad lad, this is a special lad, isn't it?
Okay, I'm going to talk, and you don't have to listen.
I won't. I'll just record.
Okay. Somebody called and told us you were panhandling and harassing people.
Excuse me, panhandling? Do you see a bucket? Do I look broke? Do you know how much this sign costs to make?
Do you know how much this sign? You got a suck your dick sign. And the only reason you have that is to bait a reaction, and you got a reaction. I'm pretty sure you actually called the cops yourself. On yourself. Did you do that, Mr. Porter? Because...
Why am I not surprised if he did?
No, I'm not going to listen to that garbage.
Okay. Somebody said that. I'm not saying it's true. So all I'm saying is, if you are panhandling...
Get the complainant out here and file charges against him for abuse of the 911 system, abuse of process, and filing a false police report.
Okay, they didn't file 911.
Okay, well, it's still abuse of process and filing a false police report.
Anyhow, I mean, based on your demeanor right now, you don't act like...
I'm in the middle of something. You're interrupting me.
Don't act that way for the rest of the meeting.
Let me explain. I know the law. I'm not breaking any laws. Have a good day.
No, I'm not saying you are. I never... Did I ever...
I'm not disorderly.
Sir, right now you are being with these 2 individuals.
How am I being disorderly with these 2 people have their back turned towards me? I'm engaged in constitutionally protected activity. I'm not burning your city down like Black Lives Matter and Antifa did.
Wait, didn't he pull that card, the other video I did on him as well? Where he was walking on the street, holding up traffic with just one man, no actual permit for his... Well, it's not actually a demonstration or a march or whatever he wants to call it. He was just holding up traffic. And now he has a suck your dick sign. Where the hell did you get that commission if that actually cost you money? I'm pretty sure he just has a piece of cardboard and, perma-marked it. What a dick flute.
I never... Am I?
Come on, did I say...
Is this Wisconsin? Did I light anything on fire?
Did I say you broke the law?
Yeah, you did.
When? What did I say?
You said I was panhandling and being disorderly.
Well, is that even against the law?
She said I was being disorderly.
Okay, well...
I'm arguing with you, which means I'm allowed to redress grievances under the First Amendment.
Hey, Mr. Porter, nobody cares what you think. Your brain is not interesting for the progress of humanity. Please return it to the store. Maybe you got some warranty on the thing, although I think you broke it, didn't you?
Yeah, he broke it.
Right to petition. I'm allowed to redress grievances with my government, which is you right now. So I'm petitioning, which is protected under the First Amendment. The right to petition and argue with police is protected by free speech. It's been adjudicated by the Supreme Court. I can talk to you any way I want.
No, you are. I didn't say you're not talking.
You said I was being disorderly by the way I'm talking.
No, you're being disorderly for existing.
Alrighty, guys, just a second. I need to check something outside one more time. Alrighty, thank you guys. Thunderclap, not crap, came up, and I just wanted to make sure. Back to Ragical.
Existing. Your entire existence is completely useless. I mean, explain to me what kind of message you're trying to get across with your suck your dick sign. Because every time you do this with your sad little sign standing by the side of the road, distracting drivers, by the way, it's always something offensive to try and bait, and then you call the cops on yourself. Did you do that, Mr. Porter? I mean, let's be honest here. It has all the telltale signs of it, doesn't it, Mr. Porter?
That's a violation of my First Amendment rights, lady. Absolutely it is. Hedden, yes it is. I have the right to petition. It's guaranteed under the First Amendment.
Are they stopping you? I mean, it seems like inside your brainy bit, there's something wrong. There's like a short circuit. They're just trying to educate your stupidity away from your brain, and your brain is just grabbing on and holding on for dear life. Not to mention you're twisting the words into something it isn't. Stop lying. Stop being a child alongside the road with a sad little sign. What the hell are you doing?
I've never said anything about your sign, sir.
All right. You said I was being disorderly because of the way I'm talking. This is how I speak, lady. If you don't want to speak to me, don't speak to me. This is how I talk. Ask my children.
Oh, for fuck's sake, it has procreated. Why? Why do you do this?
Because he's an idiot. That's why he
don't
does
stand
that.
a chance, do they?
I don't have a mute button. I'm sorry you don't like the dialect I use when I speak or the vernacular, but I'm allowed to do whatever I want. It's a free country.
You know what would be funny if we took a vacation to some other country outside the United States borders? Heck, go to Canada and try this shit. You're gonna get your ass arrested real quick. Disorderly conduct, loud noises, having a suck your dick sign. You're being disorderly, but apparently Americans don't see it that way. They want yelling idiots on the side of the road. To each their own, but you know.
Hey, just to be clear, you're not doing
Yeah, Canada calls it stunting.
There's someone else called about you. That's why we.
That's fine. They can call all they want, buddy.
Okay, but when they call,
Don't go 1-800-WAH.
Keep in mind, this has a child. What is going on with our current generation of, people? This is an adult. Why does he behave like this? Why the hell do we allow it? Freaking degenerates.
I want to make sure you understand. When someone calls the police, we have to respond.
Yeah, you go right ahead and keep doing it.
Oh yeah, he's really standing up for your rights by wasting police time and proud of it.
Okay?
Come on back out here. Just bring beer next time.
Panhandling, we have to come and make sure you're not.
Do I look like I'm
By the
panhandling?
way, it's not against the law to panhandle.
And I'm not panhandling. So why are you here if no laws were reported?
I'll make sure that you're not.
You said no. You said it wasn't illegal, but you said someone called in, so you had to come out because it was a crime.
I'm
But
going to explain to you that there are laws about panhandling, but obviously you don't care to hear.
I don't care to hear because I don't panhandle, buddy.
I think we're.
Yeah, you're good. Have a great day. God bless America. Woo!
Yeah, about that. You're the downfall of America. The hell, man. Also, hey, suck your dick sign. Isn't that like soliciting to, are you
It could be.
Well, you paid for the sign, apparently. I guess he paid for the crayon or the, permanent marker, and he thinks that's like a lot of money.
No, he paid
What a
for the
sad
sheet that
display
he
of a
used to
human
put on
being.
it. He paid for the cappuccino.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
He just got more childish. I mean, he refuses to understand that the police officers have to make contact with the idiot on the street, next to the cars driving past, distracting them with his suck his dick sign. By the way, I had a look at what he had there. It seems like an actual commissioned sign. Just, I'll let that settle in for a bit. He commissioned a sign that says, suck my dick. Oh, my. Why do you exist? And on his existential crisis right there, remember to dig the bell on all things around it.
Thank you, Radical. Alright, we got about 10 minutes left. Let's see if we can find a good, quickie 10-minute one. Yeah, that'll work. Van. Speak, Van Balian.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we've got a sovereign citizen, or more accurately, an American state nationalist, turning a warning for no front registration plate into an arrest for failure to present and carry. Because he's convinced that the 14th Amendment grants him the right to operate a motor vehicle on a public road without registration plates. But this Oregon state trooper is not having any of his nonsense and arrests him in under 5 minutes. Right, let's get into the video.
Sounds good.
Could you identify yourself real quick for me, please?
Okay, listen.
Officer, what's your name?
I'm Trooper Harris.
Harris?
The Oregon State Police.
What's your number?
So hear me out here. So, okay, my DPSD number is 5367.
Thank you so much.
All right, now hear me out. All I'm stopping you for is because you don't have a front plate displayed on your vehicle.
That's not illegal.
Here in the state of Oregon, you're required to have a front plate.
I have the right to travel. It's my 14th Amendment right.
That with you here on the roadside.
It's the law. It's the law.
Sir.
It's the law.
So
you can't. I'm exercising my right.
Okay.
Yeah, driving is not a right, buddy. You do need a license plate on your vehicle. Oregon Revised Statute 803.540 is pretty clear on the requirements for a registration plate, and so is the law for failure to carry and present. And no, the 14th Amendment does not grant you the right to operate a motor vehicle on a public road without a license plate, for obvious reasons.
Here in the state of Oregon, got to carry and present.
This is the law everywhere. No, this is the law everywhere. This is my constitutional rights you're trying to stamp on right now, and I am not allowing that to happen.
Okay.
I know what my law is.
Talk and then I'll let you talk.
It doesn't matter. I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to hear anything from you. Okay. I do not consent, dude, at all.
Just call for backup already. You cannot reason with willful ignorance on this scale, no matter how hard you try.
Here in the state of Oregon, you have to carry and present a driver's license while you're driving on a public roadway.
You do not have to know that is a lie. That is a lie. That is a lie.
All right. So
that is a lie. That is not true. You need to go and do your research. Go and figure out what law that you took an oath to uphold, and I am exercising my right as a United States citizen traveling in these lands. As a traveler, I have every right to travel anywhere I want. Look it up, okay?
Okay.
I don't have to identify myself. I'm not breaking the law. I'm not doing anything wrong.
Okay.
Like, I know how this is going to end, okay?
How many times have we heard a soft-sit predict the future like this, only for the complete opposite to happen? They're as bad as First Amendment auditors for their terrible predictions.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
Sir, listen, all it was going to be was a warning and an education that you need to put a front plate.
I don't, though. That's the thing. I don't.
So all I have to do is positively ID you?
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. I'm not giving you my ID. I didn't break any laws.
And then I can get out.
No, that's a lie. That's a lie. You need to look up your law. You need to look up your law, okay? You need to look up the law of the land.
So, as we will soon learn, this cop is no stranger to soft sits. So, he calls for backup because, well, he knows where this stop is leading.
Yeah, to where backup's needed.
Do you even know what right to travel is? It's okay if you don't.
Sir, I know there's lots of stuff on the internet.
No, it's not the internet. It's your constitutional right to travel. It says that I can travel with my possessions. I don't need to discuss it in court. It doesn't have to go any further than this right here. I know the law. And if you decide to violate that law, I will have your job. I'm telling you this. I will. And I will. I'm telling you.
It's definitely not the first time I've been down this.
Okay, I think it is the first time. I think this is the first time you've ever heard of any kind of information like this. Right to travel, okay? It's 14th Amendment, right? Because I can travel without registration, license, without anything, with my own property. I have the right to travel as a United States American, dude. Like, look at
United States American dude?
Yeah, look at where, though. That's the important thing. I bet if you asked for a source for his research, I'd get a link to a sovereign citizen website. That's the point this cop is trying to make. There's a lot of nonsense on the internet.
Like, I'm not like sitting here trying to bust your balls.
Especially when the guy claims that he's an American sovereign citizen.
Trying to have breakfast, man. A warning. For something that I don't need. It's crazy.
You do need.
You should probably look that up, though.
No, you should. You're going to make the contract of wanting to drive in that particular state.
And I'm just recording so I make sure I have copy for everything. But you should look it up, right to travel, though. You really should. Before you start playing.
Like I said, this has been about the 25th time I've gone down this road.
So why didn't you just say have a good day? Why didn't you just say have a good day then? I'm not.
Because that's not how this works.
I'm not breaking the law.
Positively ID you.
You don't need to. You don't need to. You don't need to.
Driving down the road.
I have a right, dude. So you could just stop anybody and just tell them to ID themselves? You're lying. You said you could just stop anybody and tell them to ID themselves?
It's a traffic stop. You're
For
driving.
what? I'm not doing anything illegal. I know this. I'm not.
Not displaying your license plate.
You're not required to. You're not required unless you're driving. Unless you're driving for commerce. I'm not driving for commerce. I'm traveling, buddy.
Like I said, sir, I've been down this road many times.
Well, obviously you haven't because you're sitting here wasting my time and trying to violate my rights.
Time, sir, because all I need to do is positively ID you when we both go about our day.
I'm not letting you positively ID me. Okay. I know my
Then
rights.
you're going to jail.
I'm not driving under commerce. I'm not driving for cash. I'm traveling, dude.
You're not driving for
It's irrelevant whether you're driving for commerce. You're obviously interpreting the word employed in incorrectly. Black's Law Dictionary actually doesn't say anything about driving being commercial. When it says a person employed in, it simply means engaged in the activity of, as in, how do you employ your time? The idea that employed means remunerated for is utterly wrong and just shows that this softset and softset in general are lacking in basic education. Plus, courts have consistently ruled that the constitutional right to travel does not create the constitutional right to drive.
And right now you're harassing me. No, I don't, brother.
Yeah, you do.
Seriously, man. You guys aren't listening to me.
Okay, so hear me out.
You're going to arrest me for what?
So listen.
Go ahead. I'll have your job.
Because I want this to go easy, okay?
I do too.
I could be the
He's about to assault me.
Hey,
You're about to unlawfully arrest me.
Sir, listen to me.
No, he's not. He's about to lawfully arrest you.
I'll give you a minute, okay? So,
yeah, good luck with getting a sovereign citizen to shut up for 30 seconds. I give him, 10 seconds before his overwhelming impulse to spew nonsense kicks in.
Let's start it. 1.
Right now, this is what's going to happen.
2.
I need to positively ID you.
3.
If I'm not able to do so,
4.
I can detain you, take you to
5.
jail, fingerprint you, positively ID you.
For what?
As soon as I
6.
For what?
6 seconds.
I'll have your guys' job at the end of this. I'll go down to the jail. I'll go down there. I don't really care.
You have to carry and present.
No, I don't, dude. No, unless I'm breaking the law. I'm not breaking any law. You can't just ask me. You can't just. I want your supervisor here.
Is there anything?
I'm asking you to speak to your supervisor right now.
I'll give you your ID.
I'm asking you to speak to your supervisor right now, and you have to let me do that.
All right. Right now.
Okay, I'm having your job. Your job, okay?
You lasted 6 seconds.
Hey. I'll get your phone in a second.
I'm okay. I'm fine. You guys are about to have your jobs taken from you. You guys are fucking violating every right that I have right now. I got you.
Made up daydream rights do not count.
Please identify yourself, please. Sure. Sir. Am I foreign?
Josephine County Sheriff's Office.
What's your number?
60009.
Thank you.
Okay, welcome. So.
Oh my God. So you arrest me for what?
For being an idiot.
Yeah, so that's how you turn a simple warning for a license plate violation into an arrest for failure to carry and present. He was given numerous opportunities to identify himself, but it was obvious from the very beginning of the stop that he wasn't going to comply because of his skewed sovereign citizen beliefs. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then please leave a like, share and subscribe. And if you would like to support the channel...
And again, if you'd like to help those folks that we listened to on today's episode, Frauditor Troll, Van Bellion, Ridiculed, the Unhallowed Knight, and Dr. Dave are who you'd want to search out. Next episode, of course, we'll have Art Bell in the overnight, concluding the EVPs. Until then, please like, share, and subscribe. Help us get us to the goal of 50,000 views and 1,000 subscribers. Been a while since I've been able to say that because where I've been. But 50,000 views, of course, will get us those nice red packages we can send to you all from Boxy. And 1,000 subscribers will get us onto Google algorithms. Coinbase, Ibotta, Gain.gg, you know the drill on those. And until next time, like, share, and subscribe. Be kind to one another. And release the Krakens. As we march along this evening and every evening here from day one. Have a great evening. We'll see you in the overnight.